Hi students, the presentation is on BMR, which comes under the same chapter, energy metabolism. Now what do you mean by BMR? We all know that when the body is at work, that is when you are doing any physical activity, then obviously there is energy expenditure because the organs inside like muscles would be at work. However, a certain amount of minimum energy is also needed for maintenance of life during the period of rest and sleep. So, why is it required? Why is the minimum amount of energy required when the body is at rest and not doing any work? This is because the working of the heart, like heartbeat, blood circulation, respiration by lungs, muscular twitchings, reflexes, intestinal, peristaltic movement, etc., all of these are involuntary functions and they have to run even when the person is at rest. And for these functions, energy is again required. So, even when the body is at rest or sleep, certain amount of minimum energy is required to maintain these involuntary functions. So, the state of the body of an individual which satisfies the following three criteria is what is called as the basal state. So, what are these criteria? When the person is completely physically and mentally at rest, he has a normal body temperature without any fever, and when the person is in the post absorptive state, for example, probably when he has his supper or dinner by 8 o'clock in the night, so till the next day morning 8, so about 10 to 12 hours after his last meal, that period is what is called as the post absorptive period, wherein even the absorption process would have been completed. So this basal state is very important to determine BMR. So the metabolism in such a condition of basal state, that is when the person is at rest, not doing any physical activity, has normal body temperature and in the post absorptive state, then such a metabolism which happens in the basal state is what is called as basal metabolism. Now why this metabolism has to happen? Because in order to provide energy for involuntary activities. So coming on to the definition of BMR, the minimum amount of energy required to maintain the metabolism in the basal state is what is called as the BMR. So I hope you understood this. Now the BMR of an individual, we have already discussed in our previous presentations, have been mentioning that it can be determined either by direct calorimetry or indirect calorimetry. But before going to the determination, this is the formula for BMR, that is the total heat energy produced per hour or per day by the body surface area in square meters. Now determination of BMR, as we had discussed in the previous presentation, we are going to determine using Benedict-Roth apparatus, and this is an example of again closed circuit calorimetry. So there are certain conditions the person has to follow before undergoing the test, that is he has to be in the basal state, that we have already discussed what do you mean by a basal state, and the person should be completely mentally relaxed even without any emotional upsets or the fear of the test itself, and the person is required to be awake, not sleeping. In this experiment, I'll show you a diagram here. Yes, so this is a diagram of the Benedict-Roth apparatus. So here the person, you can see he's lying down but he's awake, and there is a nose clip which is put on his nose, and there is an inlet of oxygen. So there is a oxygen cylinder. This is the oxygen cylinder which is actually placed in a water tank behind, and there is a valve. You can see that there is an inlet for oxygen. So through this valve it enters the pipe which is connected to the mouth of the individual or the person. So you have a mouthpiece provided here through which oxygen is supplied, and the carbon dioxide which the person expires would be or exhales would be caught into a chamber or a tank which is filled generally with soda lime. Fine. So here what happens is there is a known amount of oxygen filled in the cylinder, say for example 6 liters of oxygen is provided in the cylinder, and the person is set for the experiment for a period of 6 minutes. So the person respires for 6 minutes from the oxygen cylinder. So as he respires, the oxygen cylinder would wobble, and wobbling is shaking. Because of the consumption of oxygen, the weight of the cylinder would be reducing, which makes the cylinder wobble. So as it wobbles, there is a pen which is attached to the cylinder as well as a kymograph. This kymograph is a graph sheet which has a motor. So it is a big cylinder on which the graph sheet is wrapped, and the motor also revolves, and when there is a wobbling, the pen keeps writing on the kymograph. So based on the marking pattern of this, the oxygen consumption is calculated, and that is not required to be known here in your topic. So from the graph sheet, the oxygen consumed is noted. So let me take you to an example. As we have already seen here, the formula is the total heat produced per hour or per day divided by body surface area. So you have two entities here, numerator and denominator. So let us first solve the numerator part. Now let us say that the person has consumed 1.1 liter of oxygen. 1.1 liter of oxygen in 6 minutes. So what happens here? We have a formula which we have already discussed in the last presentation, that 1 liter of oxygen corresponds to 4.8 kilocalories of energy. Therefore, in our experiment, the person has consumed 1.1 liter. So 1.1 liter oxygen corresponds to 5.28 kilocalories of energy. Now this is for 6 minutes. So for 1 hour means it has 60 minutes. So 60 into 5.28 divided by 6, or you can directly, when the 6 and 60 gets, when you cancel it by 6, you get 10. So that is nothing but 52.8 kilocalories per hour. You can also do it with respect to per day. So now we have arrived at the numerator part of the formula. Let us go to the denominator part. So denominator is to find the body surface area. There are many ways to find the body surface area. One example is using Du Bois formula. So body surface area according to the formula is A is equal to H to the exponent 0.725 into weight, which has an exponent 0.425 into 71.84, which is called as the Du Bois factor. Now H represents the height of the person in centimeters, W is the weight of the person in kilograms. So say the height of the person is 180 centimeter and weight is 70 kgs. So just apply the formula here. So you need to take the log of it. So the exponent comes over here, 0.725, which was as an exponent, it is coming outside, into log 180 plus again the exponent into log 70 plus log 71.8. So when you find out using the log table, you arrive at 4.2742 value. So you have to find the antilog of this value, which gives 1.88. Now go back to the formula of BMR, which says the BMR is equal to 52.8 kilocalories per hour divided by 1.88. So this comes to 28. This comes to, it is 28.08. Please make a note of it. It's a point here. By mistake, there is a comma. Please make a note. It is 28.08 kilocalories per hour per square meters. So in the next PPT, I wanted to include factors responsible for BMR or factors affecting BMR. So we'll deal with it in the next presentation, that is presentation number 3, along with SDA, that is specific dynamic action of food.